So this was my very last area, and in my last area, there was the war was pretty strong. We had actually a guy that his brother was a member of the church, and somehow I don't know how deep it went, like if when the brothers joined the church, but he wasn't a member yet. And then he was about to get married, and his fiancee, she wasn't a member either. So long story short, he gets baptized, right? Great, everything's good. She's still kind of, I don't know. So she decides to get baptized. And so he'd only been a member a few weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. And so he got the priesthood, so he could baptize her. So we're like, look, man, you got to baptize her, right? And so we're like, okay. So he's nervous, obviously, because he's like, I've never baptized anybody before. This is crazy, right? And so I remember sitting down. I was like, look, man, this is easy. All you have to do, you're going to, bring her out into the water, make sure she's comfortable. But listen, man, you have to make sure before, I know you know her full name, but make sure you ask her full name beforehand, okay? That way you say the full name, and then I taught him the prayer. I was like, this is the ordinance. You hold your hand up. You say this prayer. You say these words, right? So everybody's sitting there. Time for the baptism. We're all there. Everybody's excited. He comes out. She comes out. They meet in the middle, and he sits there, holds his hand up, right? And this is how he does. He goes, "What is your name?" He asked her a name as part of the prayer. It was so funny. It was so funny. Anyway, I just thought that was really he was so nervous that I don't know how he thought that I meant that. But he said it so monotone, part of this declaration, what is your name? Having been commissioned. And anyway, so to this day, I'll email him hey man, remember, I'll be like, what is your name? But another funny story I'll tell is so we were teaching this kid, cool kid, right? His name was Isaiah, right? And he was kind of like this trouble kid. And so everybody kind of doubted him, but he was the coolest kid, right? And so we were teaching him, and we had to get his parents' permission to get baptized, got the parents' permission to get baptized. And, we were like, look, because we were in this branch in Brazil. And so I was like, all right, look, we're going to baptize this kid. We need to make sure if we baptize him that you guys are going to take care of him. His parents are like this. We don't want him to just kind of go astray, right? So we get him. The day he's supposed to get baptized, we run to this kid's house because but he was cool. He was good, right? So we get him there. The same day we baptize a more elderly couple with their son, okay? And so we baptized the elderly couple with their son, and so they get baptized first, and he's second. So they're all there drying off, and so we're in this branch, and so we literally baptized them in this pool, right? It's the above ground pool with the golden, you know what I'm talking about, like the old school. They probably even have better ones now because it's been 10 years. Literally the poles go around it like this, and then the pool gets woven in between, and the frame of it's metal, right? And it's 3 feet above the air, and it's you just put a hose in the thing and you fill it up, right? And you have the metal chair that's you're probably gonna die if you get up on this thing and you get into the water, right? And they met in a house. It wasn't even a church, so it's this old building. And anyway, that's basically a house. Anyway, so we meet there. Elderly couple already went. He gets in the water. And so I tell him beforehand, I'm like, look, man, we have to make sure, because of the symbolism, we have to make sure you're completely immersed in the water, okay? And he's like, all right, I'm good, all right. So so I'm baptizing him, right? I say the prayer. Everybody's there. Everybody's good. Amen. This kid goes up, kind of puts himself up in the water as I'm hold my hand up, holds his nose, goes deep down into the water, turns over, does a good solid 3 strokes underneath the water, comes out from the water, okay? And he just he had this long hair, and he just tosses his hair the elderly couple's there, and they're splashed water, they're drying off, and they're water's all in their face. And I just look at the branch president, and I'm just I should do that again, right? Okay, yeah, I'll do that again. So we do it again. I was like, what, kid, what are you doing, man? You're just killing us right now. Killing us. But That was fun.